Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss about introduction of message authentication code and applications of MAC, topic of network security. First of all, discuss about message authentication code. Message authentication is a mechanism or service used to verify the integrity of a message. Integrity means message should not be altered by any other user inside the network during the transmission of a message. Message authentication guarantees that the sender of the message is authentic. As per the definition of authentication, receiver must have know about the message sender if sender is original or not. A MAC means message authentication code algorithm, sometimes called a keyed hash function, accept as input a secret key and arbitrary length of message to be authenticated and output a MAC. We have already know that in hash function we can achieve integrity. If any message is altered during the transmission or not, we can achieve the integrity. Here key hash function, we can say MAC is one kind of key hash function. Using the key, or we can say with the help of key, we can achieve authentication. So MAC is also called keyed hash function. So we can achieve integrity as well as authentication. How to generate MAC? If any arbitrary length of message is given to the MAC algorithm and key, and it generates a MAC, and we can also achieve authentication in the MAC algorithm. MAC value protects both a message data integrity as well as its authentication by allowing verifiers to detect any changes. We have already discussed about that. The MAC is a small fixed size block like hash function of data that is generated based on a message M of variable length using secret key K as follow. Now see one figure, discuss about that. Here is sender and here is receiver. Before sending, a sender will generate a MAC with the help of MAC algorithm and key K, and MAC is appended with the message and sent to the receiver. At receiver side, message and MAC both are separate and then generate a MAC from the original message with the help of MAC algorithm and key K. If appended MAC and generated MAC both are same, it means message is there is no modification in message, and this message is authenticate. So it means receiver will accept that message. So in generalized form, we can say MAC is also called cryptographic checksum. Is MAC is equal to C of K comma M. So this is generalized equation of the cryptographic checksum, or we can say MAC. Now let's see some application of MAC. We can say message authentication code. First, in this figure, with the help of key K, we can achieve message authentication. Sender A wants to send message to B via MAC. Then the first condition is to share a secret key K. Now in this figure you can see this is the sender side and this is receiver side. Sender have message M, wants to send to the receiver B. Here for the cryptographic checksum generation, at that time key K is used for the source and destination. So it means same key is used, so key will be shared by source and destination. So sender A calculate the MAC from the message M. Now you can see over here this is message M. So from the message M with the help of K, one MAC, or we can say MAC is generated. This generated MAC is appended to the message M. Next, sends the original message M and the MAC to the B. So this appended message and MAC sent to the receiver B. Receiver B accept that appended MAC and message. So separate MAC and message and generate a MAC from the given original message with the help of key K, and compare both appended MAC and generated MAC. It means B now compare MAC1 and MAC2. If both are same, here you can see this is the comparison of new generated MAC and appended MAC. If both are same, B assures that the message is not altered during the transmission. If it is not match, it means B can reject the message. So here integrity is also achieved, and with the help of key K we can achieve message authentication. Second one, sender A wants to send message to B via MAC. Then the first condition is to share a secret key K1. Now in this figure you can see over here, this MAC is generated using the K1. Here also for the receiver side, MAC generated using the help of key K1. So sender A calculates the MAC from the message M by applying K1. Now you can see over here message M and generated MAC from the message M with the help of key K1. Now generated MAC is appended to the message M. Now message and appended MAC is encrypted with the help of key K2, and A sends that generated ciphertext to the receiver B. Now here in this figure you can see over here, this is the MAC and this is appended message, and both are encrypted with the help of key K2. This is encryption process, and sent to the receiver B. Receiver B accept that ciphertext, decrypt the ciphertext with the help of key K2, and B also uses K1 to calculate on MAC or message M. Now over here you can see this is this MAC is generated with the help of key K1 and compare with appended MAC. B now compares MAC1 and MAC2. If both are same, B assure that the message is not altered. If there is no alteration, it means message is original. So it means B if both are not same, so B can reject that message. So in this figure we can achieve message authentication, confidentiality, and authentication tied to the plain text. Now you can see over here this is encryption process. It means we can achieve confidentiality, and here message authentication, and message authentication is tied with the plain text. Third application, sender A wants to send message to B via MAC. Then the first condition is to share a secret key K1, because MAC is generated with the help of key K1. Sender A encrypt the message and generate ciphertext using key K2. Here you can see in previous figure MAC is generated from the original message, but here MAC is generated from the ciphertext, not from the original message. So we can see over here authentication tied to the ciphertext. In previous figure authentication tied to the plain text. Now MAC is generated from the ciphertext with the help of key K1. Then MAC is appended to the ciphertext and sent to the receiver side. Receiver will remove this ciphertext and this MAC. Receiver will generate a MAC from the ciphertext and compare to the appended MAC, and here decrypt the message M. If receiver will compare both the MAC1 and MAC2, if both are same, then accept the message, or we can say there is not alteration in the message. If it is not match, it means B can reject the message. Now importance of MAC. MAC ensures that only receiver can identify the original message. It means this is definition of authentication. Even if attacker modifies the message M but cannot modify the MAC. In case of MAC is modified by the attacker, receiver's calculation of MAC will be differ from it. It means receiver cannot accept that message. MAC cannot modified easily because MAC is encrypted by the secret key K, but key is only known by the sender and receiver only. MAC is one-way function. It means if message is given, you can generate MAC, but MAC is given, you cannot generate message. MAC provides data integrity and authentication both. We will discuss in the starting of video, but you can also apply encryption to the MAC and message. We can achieve confidentiality. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and comment. Subscribe my channel on YouTube, Chirag Bhalodia. Press bell icon to get new video notification. Follow my blog, Edu Resources. Thank you.